All right, welcome back, everybody. Word on the street is that X is gonna give it to you, but here at Game Over Cancer, it is Ahmad that's gonna give it to you. Gonna give you X. Sorry, X4 that is. So take it away, Ahmad.
Thank you, thank you. So yeah, my name is Ahmad. I'll be playing Mega Man X4. Um, I'm relatively new to this game, but it should be kind of fine as long as I don't die too many times. Hopefully not a single time. Anyway, timer will start when I select a character. So let's go in 3, 2, 1, go. So yeah, we're playing with X instead of Zero. Obviously, no more melee action here. Who plays with Zero? Come on, guys. We're gonna have an intro stage first, just like in... I think every single is an intro stage, just like X4. Not much really going to happen here, except this little flying boss, which is going to stalk us for a little bit. Right about now. You can even see the health bar there. But we are just going to gradually ignore him and just go past him. Destroy these walls. So what makes X4 pretty unique is that I'm holding the dash button basically all the time. We're not dashing on the ground. You can also do that in this game, but that's slightly slower. It loses a few frames when you do it. So ideally you're just holding the dash button and you do dash jumps, holding the dash speed, which is definitely the way to go with when it comes to speed. And we're just skipping dialogue as well, as fast as we can. A lot of mashing. You don't actually have to mash too fast to skip the dialogue. There's a certain rhythm to it. And here's going to be a little trick. Hopefully I'm going to get it. Okay. So what I did there is I had very specific movements, which allows me to manipulate this next boss. And what the manipulation does, he can only use two different patterns right now. And hopefully he uses the one where he uses the fire breath, or breath, as the first attack. Which is exactly this. Okay, well, for marathon's sake, we got the quick kill. Not the quickest possible kill, but we got the quick kill. So, as you can see, that manipulation actually prevents him from flying off the screen. Which does save a little bit of time. And here's Colonel. We're just going to skip his dialogue, because we don't want to listen to what he has to say right now. Or ever. Alright. That's with the intro stage. And now we're going for the first Maverick stage, which happens to be a Dragoon. This little lava stage. But first, we're going to see a little introduction for all the Mavericks. Obviously a bit of a hinder when it comes to speedrunning, that you have to do this every single time when you reset, but you will get used to it eventually. Especially when you're used to the mashing. Alright, so let's go Magma Dragoon. A lot of jumping, a lot of dodging. Hopefully I don't get hit by any of the falling flaming rocks. Depending on my health, I might use the mech strat at the end, or if I feel super comfortable, I will not. Not using it faster, but it's basically depending on my health, because Dragoon fight is really technical, and if something goes wrong, I will most likely die there. I love it at the same time, by the way. Dragoon is probably my favorite Maverick fight in any X game. But in the stage itself, there's not a whole lot going on. We're just jumping over a lot of these traps and showing off some really awesome hitboxes this game provides. And yeah, basically every single level is split into two sections. And there's a checkpoint in the middle, just like in Mega Man 8, for example. Okay, so the sector what I was talking about comes soon. Was able to skip the first one. I'll go for it. Whatever, it's fine. Okay, that should be enough HP to kill Magma Dragoon. So Dragoon is really random. You kind of You do learn how to fight him eventually, but it might take a while. But it is very reaction-based fight. So this is going to be double Shoryukens, and now he's going to jump. And use the flamethrower. Okay, that's fine. He always does 2 Hadoukens and then one standing and one when he's crouching. And after that, it's just random. So Dragoon is dead, and we're gonna get the Rising Fire from him, which we're gonna use basically right on the next stage, which happens to be the Web Spider. So this stage is generally not super difficult. I say that now, but I'm probably gonna die in the log section, but we'll see. Does this game even have a water stage, by the way? I don't think it really does. This is the closest to a water stage you can get in this game. Okay. So, Web Spider, we're gonna get our first upgrade. Since this is 100%, we're gonna collect all the heart pieces and all the armor pieces as well. And a couple of other things we're never gonna use. Okay, come on. E-tanks and W-tanks, obviously. So these are the boots, and boots are awful. They're the worst part of this armor setup. They allow us to hover in the air, which we're gonna use a couple of times in the run, but otherwise it's mostly annoyance, to be honest. So, just going to focus here. I don't want to die in these logs, which have taken my life way too many times. Okay. That was actually pretty close with the long jump there. Oops. Okay. We're fine with that. Good first half. Even it's, you know, Stingrays, yeah, I don't know. I mean, you're on water, but you're not like in the water. I don't know. Either way, the second half of the Web Spider is pretty much the same. There's these hives, these beehives. We're just going to basically use the fully charged shots to destroy fast. A couple of Mega Man 1 enemies. And we're going to get our first heart piece here as well. Right here, going to burn this little piece of wood and grab our heart, making this stage, this last bit of stage, easier, and obviously the fight as well. So Web Spider is random. It's not super difficult fight, assuming he doesn't completely tank me. So his spawning position is usually random when he comes down from the top, and we're looking to connect 3 shots on each cycle. 1 fully charged shots, by the way. Okay, that's bad RNG, but we can sneak in 2, and hopefully he will. Yeah, that's fine. So now when I only. Never mind. Second phase. Not the best RNG. I couldn't connect all of my shots, but good enough. So second phase is just going to toss this big web there, and he's just going to use it to go around places. And his pattern is always the same here. He tosses the... Oops. He tosses the little spiders and the capturing web twice, and rinse and repeat. He continues the same pattern over and over again. Okay, that was Spider. And we're gonna get pretty useful item from him. The lightning whip, which allows us to basically use it as a platform. Imagine Mega Man 9 with a concrete shot. Basically the same thing. So, next in line we have the biggest RNG factor in the game. At least early on, the Storm Owl. The first half is using a mech, which controls really awkwardly. If you ever played this game, you probably know why. because you can dash twice, unlike with normal X. But it's definitely faster and more consistent to use the mech here. So we're just going to constantly charge and use these charge shots to hopefully kill most of these enemies. We're not going to lose the mech. Just even if we get some damage to it. But every time I land I need to dash, and every time I'm in the air I'm also dashing, so it's double dashing all the way. There we go. And this is a really difficult trick I'm going to pull off, hopefully. We're going to swip to web, and we're going to abuse the hitbox of these spikes, hopefully without touching the actual hitbox. Oh no. I got all the way there, but I couldn't jump. Darn. Exactly where I died the last time as well. Okay, let's try again. That's good. One is fine. It takes some time to get used to. Damn, I got the jump, but I think I jumped too early after the dash. That's okay. Alright, so now we got the arm part. There's two different arm parts you can get in the game. There's the plasma shot, which basically allows you to charge this huge plasma charge, and then we have the quadruple shot. As you can see, I have some charge shots already good to go, all 4 of them. And it might seem a little silly to use this instead of the plasma in the speedrun, but believe me, having 4 charge shots against just 1 is way better. So all is random. We're just going to hopefully going to bail out from that. There's this neat little trick in the fight where when he does use the cyclone attack right there, which he did use, if he doesn't leave a single one in front of him, we can go and shoot once when he's lifting his arms, and then basically spam our buster right after, which is called shield break, allowing you to damage him a lot actually. It's RNG if you get it, the position for it, but it saves a lot of time. That's alright. I died once, and that was one of the places where I was expecting to die as well. Next in line we have Frost Walrus, and if you're an X fan you might see some past Mavericks, like right there in the background, right at the start. Guess who that is? Okay, we didn't get the fastest possible cycle, but I got the backup. So, in this stage we want to use the slopes to dash instead of using a normal air dash, because it's just faster. The slopes gives you more speed. And here's an upgrade we have to get, but we don't use it, we don't talk about it, we just forget that it's there, okay? Good. I'm glad we agreed. And then we're gonna dodge all these, and we're going to reach the mini-boss of this stage, which is another silly RNG factor. Also Chill Penguin. Say hello to Chill Penguin right there in the cube. We're going to charge our Rising Fire. Okay. Bad RNG. That was okay. Mediocre. We want him to stay on the screen and use the claw attack right after, or the charge attack, whatever it is. On the next half we have these ice cubes, which is just basically mash, mash, mash. Get them down with charge and normal shots, while avoiding damage. But of course, you know, tanking is what I do, so take all the damage in the world. Okay. This actually takes a lot of time. I haven't even learned it properly myself, but this entire section here, like there's so much going on if you want to kill everything and go without taking any damage. Ooh. And those birds also freeze the screen for a few moments, so if you allow them to do so, that's a time loss. So Frost Walrus is not it's fully scripted if you just know what you're doing here. We're going to charge the Rising Fire, and then we're just going to use normal Rising Fires to finish the fight. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, double. And then we're just going to finish him off. Very simple fight. There's a faster version in the refights, which I haven't learned. It saves a few more seconds. You can only do it in refights though. So that is the 4th Maverick. And now we are going to get a little sneak peek of Colonel. There's going to be 2 different Colonel fights in this game. The first one is easier. Or should be easier. And his weakness happens to be the weapon we just got from Walrus. The ice pillar tower ice thing. This thing. Okay. So the way this fight works is we're going to use the charge phase or mode of this weapon when he teleports away. Which happens to be right now. That was too low, I think. Yeah. Okay, let's try to get a triple hit here. 1, 2, and 3. Nice. Okay. And rinse and repeat. Like, this fight is super easy. There you go. Not much to it. Normal ice followed with a charge when he disappears. And then we're going for one of the few and only auto-scrollers in the game, the Jet Stingray stage. We can speed this up by dashing, but I have to be careful not to get stuck or anywhere or fall down in the pits. That's basically the only difficult part of this stage. So hold your dash. Also jump when you're dashing, otherwise the dashing is lower. You don't have to shoot, by the way. That's only for visual pleasures. Also one of the best... Oh my god, I'm dead. Whoops. No one saw that either. Oh my god. I thought I didn't go past the triple mine there, but I did. Yeah, I did. Only I can do that mistake. Okay. We don't actually have any lives left, so this will be interesting now. Okay, well the rest is easy. Alright. I never thought I would say this, but I would be happy to get 1 extra life somewhere. The second part is basically the same, in the difference that Stingray is going to appear a few times here, and then we're just going to bump against his butt there, and he goes away. Apparently, Mega Man Touch is too intense. Okay. Also, we're collecting an E-Tank. Well, no, Heart and also W-Tank, I think? Just gonna wait. It's right here. There you go. That's the harder thing to collect in the stage. So, Stingray is a boss that either shoots small stingrays or charges towards us. And we're looking for the small stingrays right there. That's the best he can give us. And then he charges always after. That's what we're not looking for. Okay. Unfortunate that he goes down already. Oh, that's okay. I used my eyes too early. That's actually his weakness, but we're using the quadruple charge instead, which is faster than using the weakness. That's that. Not gonna lie, I'm kind of worried about not having any lives. But then again, continues are very generous in this game. That's probably not gonna be a problem if you do end up continuing. Next in line we have the Slash Beast, which happens to be in this little beautiful train. Very long train actually. The boss itself is ridiculously easy, like it's scripted and always super easy, but the stage itself is one of the most technical ones in the game. Lots of precise jumping, know when to charge, etc. Like the first two halves are fairly straightforward, just use charge just to clean everything. The third one on the first checkpoint half is a little tricky. Starting from here. These turrets can also ruin your pace if you don't destroy them. So this mini-boss is very straightforward, assuming I get the fight. We're gonna use one fully charged Rising Fire, followed with just Buster Shots. And we got it. That's how easy you destroy that boss. Tactical game overs? Not yet, not yet. Second half is the most difficult portion of the stage. I'm just hoping that we're not going to get damaged too hard here. Oh, actually got the hard guardian there. That's good. Okay. Going to use a web as a platform. This is usually the place, ironically, where I die, these couple of platforms, because I'm trying to reach my web, which saves a little bit of time. There you go. We got it! Alright. It's going to be a couple of turrets, and that's about the entire stage then. Alright. Good enough. So... Slash Beast, like I said, is easy. I don't think I really need to explain what is happening here. So we're charging our Stingray weapon. And we're going to use charge, normal... Oh, I dinked it. That was my bad. Oh, I dinked it again! Oh no! Well, we could have done that faster without the dings, but you get the idea. Charge, normal, and he just goes back and forth. Usually he doesn't do that, but because of the weakness, he gets forced to charge. So it makes the fight super consistent and easy. Okay, now we're gonna do the only revisit in the 100% category. Usually, as far as I know, in X games, you do have to revisit multiple times, but in X4, only one revisit is kind of required. And we are going to go back to the Magma Dragoon stage to collect one heart and the chest piece. So we don't have the normal charge this time, so we just gotta have to deal with... come on! There we go. Have to deal with our multi-charge shots. Had some starting problems there with my movement. Okay. Otherwise the stage is basically the same, without the boss fight of course, since we're going to just escape after getting the last upgrade. So the heart piece will be the first thing to get. We're gonna get it from here. You could have gotten this on the first visit on this stage as well. But like I said, you might as well do it now since you gotta do it. You gotta collect the other piece as well, which is the chess piece. So it just makes sense to do a revisit like this. So Dr. Light is going to give us the chess piece, which allows us to use the Nova Strike. And I'm going to change my weapon to Twin Slasher just to make the menuing. The Nova Strike is basically like if X1 had Hadouken, X2 had Shoryuken, X3 had the Saber, then X4 has the Nova. Nova doesn't really kill anything though. Like it's not an instant kill mechanic. It's just more damage and more like an extra weaponry, I guess. However, we are going to use it here for some neat things. Assuming we're not going to get damaged by every single enemy. Thank you. Okay. This climb can be kind of difficult, but Mushroom stage-wise is kinda easy as long as I'm getting this climb. And the trick, of course. Okay. There we go. And now this trick up what I was talking about. So usually you have to fight this mini-boss here, but since we have the Nova, we can actually skip over the trigger. So his HP will be refilled completely, but what do you know? Goodbye, we don't have to fight him. You can also do the skip with the web as well, because you can skip the trigger with both. Okay. This section is just spamming the Twin Slasher. What a strat, but it works. Here's a heart. These ceilings will collapse on us. Get the heart. And unfortunately, there's going to be another auto-scroller. The last one, in that sense. Very short one. Also, we're going to skip the... well, not technically. We're not skipping anything. It's more like we're positioning ourselves behind Mushroom. So we can start the fight with the weakness plus Nova combination. I have been getting squished here before, by the way, guys. Many times. Hopefully that doesn't happen now. So Rising Fire there, just to get some head distance. And then we're just going to dash left, and we're going to start the fight from behind Mushroom. So the web is his weakness, the lightning web. So we're going to start the fight with it, followed by one Nova. And then we're just going to do this over and over again. It's, once again, not so exciting fight. Some boss is definitely more difficult than this. This is just... I mean, I guess the only noticeable thing in this, I'm using the web very close to the edge of the screen, so I can shoot again. If I would leave the web on the screen, I would not be able to shoot another web until the other one is just completely gone. I can also manually get rid of my webs by touching them. Okay. That was the Mushroom, and now we're going for the Cyber Peacock, which is actually one of my... Not only, I think it is my favorite stage of the game, along with the music as well. Alright, here we go. So we got the soul body soul from the Mushroom. And you're going to see heavy usage of that in this stage. The gimmick of this stage is to go fast, otherwise you're not going to be able to collect the pieces we're going to need. So, use the body, get rid of these yellow balls. S rank is what you want. And then on the first room we're going to get heart. Second room is very easy as well. We're just going to go underneath here, use the body, get rid of the balls, and S rank again. And there's another tank, an E-tank. Going to swap to my web spider weapon. Going to add a little extra platform there. Oops. Let's see if I can get this. Yes! I didn't get the last dash, but that's okay. And then we're going to get the last piece of our armor. Which happens to be the headpiece. This allows us to infinitely use our weapons, unless we charge them. The charge is the only way we're losing energy, otherwise you can just spam them away. Second half, pretty straightforward. We have this gimmick of moving back and forth, or changing the gravity, I guess. I want to change the gravity there, though. If you're not careful with this, you might die. That's why I'm just taking this slow and make sure that I will not die. Oh, I got a 1-up somewhere, by the way, guys. We are golden. Okay. So Cyber Peacock has 3 different patterns. We want the one where he's hovering in the air. The worst one is when he's right... he's going to spawn basically on our current position. This one here. That's the second best. Because we can get sneak in 2 shots. But I'm not seeing the third one yet. He usually starts doing that after his health goes to yellow, like right now. There you go. He can do that anytime, though. He can do that anytime. We're quite a lot behind from a normal pace, but that's alright. As long as we're not dying anymore. So that was all the 8 Mavericks, and now we're going to head out to our first Sigma stage, which is not technically a Sigma stage. Spaceport. With a very small stage. With some good jumping and precise shooting, we can get rid of all of these enemies. Without hovering, of course. Oh no. That's fine. Minor little hiccup there. Okay. Oops. Gap jumps are hard. Okay, so as I said earlier, Colonel 1 was Colonel 1 and this is Colonel 2. He's slightly faster. He has learned some new tricks. Including apparently lightning from the sky. So we're gonna start this fight with normally, except Nova as well. Just to get some extra damage in. That was too late, I think. Yeah. Oh no. He jumped. That was another new move of his. Simple fight, as long as you land a Nova, then your HP value is so much higher than his. And you should not die there, technically. Alright, that's enough for Colonel. And now we're going for the final weapon, first stage. Guess what? That's gonna be a plot twist. Not block twist, I'm sorry Laxus, but plot twist. Okay. This stage has 2 different bosses, and the first one happens to be Double! Oh my god! Just listen to this. He has plenty of things to say to us.
I'm gonna recycle you.
Yes, you will. Okay, so we're gonna use Cyclone here. And basically, getting hit by everything else except him is the way to go in this fight. Because the body contact damage is massive, but those little drones and basically whatever he tosses is better option than getting hit by him. And you just want to deboost. Stay close to him, deboost, and rinse and repeat. So that was Double. Next in line we have another small stage, followed up by General. By the way, General has a funny little typo in his dialogue. I don't know if anyone noticed it. I don't know why, but General has been typoed in one of the dialogue boxes. It happens only once. Also, this has 2 different routes. You can go bottom or top, but the bottom is slightly faster than using the... Also, a lot dangerous than the top one, but we want fast. But yeah, this is General. Let's listen to him, what he has to say as well. There you go. If you quickly spot it, you can see the typo.
My
Right?
fate is sealed. I have no choice.
I have no choice. Okay. Gotcha. That's the best pattern he can give us. Which should be fairly easy fight now. We're just going to hump the wall here. And use Twin Slasher to hit his head. And that's it. That was a really good fight. That's the end of General. Next in line we have, haha, you guessed it, the refight! Just like in any Mega Man game. Self-respecting Mega Man game. The refights, they're tough. They're pretty tough. And we're going to start this refight with the Web Spider. The Web Spider has a quick kill I'm going to attempt to do. And the way this works is... I'm going to shoot just before he leaves the screen, so he has iframes on. And then I'm going to Nova off screen. And because he's on iframes, Nova will hit him in every frame. I know that sounds confusing, but look at his HP bar if I get this done right. Hopefully. Nope. Unfortunately, we missed it. Darn. You can also cut the web, by the way, with the Twin Slasher. So, he would have been dead already. But since we missed the kill, now we have to face his second phase here, which is obviously not very tough. Okay. My Nova was way too early as well. Okay. I didn't even land the first shot, which was unfortunate, because usually when you do, he spawns on the right side. It almost seems fixed. It is not, by the way, but it almost seems. Dragoon, we're going to use his weakness. Technically, you shouldn't. We're just going to use 4 charge shots and then his weakness. This is fast enough for me, so I'm doing it for that sake. Next in line we have Owl. We're going to use the Nova, should I say glitch again? And hopefully I will be able to pull that off, because I will feel extra bad if I've missed both of them. So the way this fight works is we're going to start off with 1 charge shot. We're going to use the weakness, and basically during the weakness, or right after, we're going to use Nova, and his health bar should go down pretty low. Didn't get the most ideal one, but good enough. When you get enough damage, you should be able to finish him off with 1 weakness after. Next we have Walrus, and like I said before, Walrus does have a faster strategy here. I am not using that. We're just going to do the same thing what we did before. So 1 charge shot, follow with a charge nova, charge nova, rising fire, normal, 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 and then hopefully a double hit here when he grows his fangs back. There we go. Okay. Next we have Web Spider, which has a slightly different strategy in refights. Since we're not using Nova here, we're actually going to jump towards him. And then we're going to fire another web, which we're going to cancel. And after that, we're going to start the normal fight. So, 3 shots. 1, 2, cancel, 3. And now it's just the same fight what we had before. And as you can see, I'm using normal shots for web, and you don't see any of my energy depleting because we have the helmet. Web Spider? Oh, sorry, I mean mushroom. Web Spider was the weapon we used against him, sorry. Split Mushroom. We have the Beast here. Literally the same fight what we had before. Charge, normal, and there's nothing else to it. If I could just time my normal shots correctly. Oh no. Double ting again. Missed the charge. Oh well, whatever. Stingray and Peacock next. They're both the same. Lots of RNG involved. Like even with 2 deaths, I think I have like an hour estimate here. Either way, it's gonna be way lower than that. Oops. Missed 1 starting shot. Yeah, come on now. Hopefully it doesn't go down right after. Okay, that's good. Alright, you can stop now. Killed him off screen. And then we have the Peacock fight. Same thing, hoping for him to hover in the air. Or appear right next to us instead of right where we stand. He heard me. He heard me hard. There you go, that's what you want. I'm not sure if I have Nova or not. I might check it out. 1 more. I still don't have Nova. There you go. Yeah, you can charge your Nova up getting hit by anything, or using refills. That charges your Nova. Alright. Here is Sigma, and I hope you guys are ready for round 2, because it's going to be triple Sigma time. The first phase is what you just saw there, the Grim Reaper. And we're gonna deal him with double Rising Fire charges, which should be pretty fast.
Prepare to become space dust.
Alright, so jump in the middle. 2 Rising Fires. Round 2, let's go! Ooh, and here's the second part. The sexy Sigma. We're gonna fire up with 1 normal web, Nova, web, half charge. And then get some damage from him so we can charge our Nova. Okay. That was that, and the next and the last phase has 2 different forms. We have the Sniper Sigma, which can give you bad RNG. They both can give you bad RNG.
Are you ready for your final journey?
And then in the middle, we have these heads, which we need to destroy, one of them, like that. And then we have the Ground Sigma, which can either blow or suck. He decides to suck, okay. Alright. And then we have another one of these heads, which for some reason I missed. Oh, the end. That's the worst part. Worst pattern you can get. He disappears right away. What you don't want to see there. Okay, I'm gonna Nova this. And then... oh, double the end. Damn. This run is cursed. The end! Using the hover to land my shots in. And that's it. We're approaching time here when I go to the next room and then start speaking with General. So time is coming up soon. I will call it out. Here we go, bad RNG and time. Not exactly what we were hoping to get here, but I'm just sad that we missed both of the showcase things, including the quick kills on well, we got partial quick kill on the owl, but the web quick